Legends never die.
Hello, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be discussing about my Champions League predictions for the group stage. So, let's begin. However, before we continue, I'd like to tell you guys to like and subscribe and turn on the notifications so you guys can never miss another video. And also, sorry for the background noise, it's my fucking computer microphone. By November, I promise, if I do have money, that I'll have a microphone, okay? So, let's continue. Okay, so now let's start off this predictions with Group A. So, let's see who's in this group. So, in the group is Club Brugge, Man City, PSG, and RB Leipzig. So, honestly, we all know which two sides are going to be passing through. PSG and Man City. They have the best two squads in this whole entire group, and I don't think RB Leipzig or Club Brugge have the talent or the capabilities to even challenge these two sides. So honestly, I think Club Brugge is going to finish fourth. I think RB Leipzig is miles ahead of Club Brugge right now at the moment, and obviously, I don't think Club Brugge stands a chance of passing through this group. So yeah, then we all know who's going to finish third, RB Leipzig. Now it's all about who's going to finish first or second. So I have, let me see, I have PSG first and Man City second. Honestly, I think just in a regular game, group stage game, I think this is not an elimination game, but in a group stage game, I think PSG can beat Man City comfortably. So I think it's going to be PSG first, Man City second, RB Leipzig third, and Club Brugge fourth. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so now let's go to what possibly is the best group. Group B. Well, this looks like an A, but I'm trying to make a B, okay? So in Group B, there's Milan, Atletico de Madrid, and Porto. So, honestly, it's a very nice group we have here. Very nice. AC Milan are back in the Champions League where they belong. Atletico de Madrid just won La Liga, and they just added Rodrigo de Paul to that amazing team they have. There's obviously Liverpool too as well. They have a very nice team and started off in the Premier League pretty decently. And obviously you have Porto, who finished quarterfinals basically every edition of the Champions League. So yeah. So now it's all about who's gonna finish in either group, in either position. So I think it's gonna finish like this. Okay. Let me see. So I think it's gonna be, let me see. Don't get offended if you're an AC Milan fan. Don't get offended, but I think your team is gonna finish fourth. I think AC Milan are a team that are ill-equipped for this group. Obviously, they lost Hakan Çalhanoğlu and they haven't replaced them. And if Zlatan Ibrahimovic doesn't play, I think they're doomed to fail. So yeah. Now it's who's going to be third, second, and first. So I think third is going to be. I think third is going to be Atletico de Madrid. Obviously in a European night, anything can happen, and we all probably forgot about what happened in 2018, where Atletico de Madrid finished third in the group that had Roma and Chelsea with it. So I think Atletico de Madrid will finish third, Porto will finish second, and Liverpool will finish first. I think Porto will finish higher up in the group because honestly, I think Porto, obviously they don't have to worry about Liga NOS that much, because honestly, does Porto actually give two fucks about Liga NOS? Fuck no. So I think You know what? I'm gonna put Atletico de Madrid second and Porto third. Like it's too much of a risk to do that prediction. Okay, so yeah, so it's gonna be AC Milan, Porto, Atletico de Madrid, and then Liverpool. So, okay, so now let's continue to Group C. Okay, so now let's make my Group C prediction. So Group C consists of Besiktas, Ajax, Dortmund, and Sporting. That's a pretty interesting group right there. Obviously, it's one of the groups that is lower in quality and overall the talent of each team, but still. So we all know who will finish fourth. Besiktas, don't get offended if you're a Besiktas fan. Obviously, they have zero rights to even think about or even dream about beating one of these three teams. Maybe they can beat Sporting, but or Ajax if they're at home, but still. Uh, Third will be Sporting CP. I think Sporting. Then they don't have the talent compared to an Ajax or Dortmund to even challenge them when it comes to the away game. So obviously, I think they'll be finishing third, and they'll be going straight to the Europa League. So then it's all about who's going to be finishing first or second. I think second will be Ajax. I think Ajax. They have called some quality players in there like Tadic, Edson Alvarez, Klaassen, Sebastian Haller, and amongst others. But can they really hold on to a game away against Dortmund when Dortmund has players like Haaland? I don't think so. So I think it will be Besiktas, Sporting, Ajax, and then Dortmund. So obviously I think that's how the group is going to go. So now let's go to Group D. So now we're going to be going to Group D. Hopefully I get that right on screen. Hopefully. So in Group D, there is Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shaktar, and a club called Sheriff. Okay, so we all know who's going to be finishing fourth in this group instantly. So it's going to be Sheriff. So where does Sheriff play? They play in Moldova, and they're sixth. Oh wait, they just begun playing. Okay. Because this makes absolutely zero. So Sheriff finished last season first with 99 points, only losing once. So obviously they're a Moldovan giant. Okay, so you gotta be at least a little scared about that. So obviously, but we all know Sheriff's gonna be finishing fourth. They have zero chance of beating one of these three teams when it comes to the away game. But I don't think they can scratch enough points to even finish third. So third is obviously going to be Shakhtar Donetsk, and then Inter Milan should finish second. You know what? Inter Milan always finishes third in their group and finds a way to fuck it up in the end. So you know what? Inter Milan, you guys are going to be third, and then Shakhtar is going to be finishing second, and then Real Madrid is going to be first. Inter Milan, as I once said, they since they came back to the Champions League, they always finish third in their group somehow. And I don't think it's going to be anything different this time. Now that they lost Lukaku, Hakimi, they're about to lose Lautaro Martinez. They're losing a lot of players, and I don't think they can. Then they are not gonna. They're gonna be this time is not gonna be anything different. Shakhtar is going to be finishing second because I think they're going to be one of the tougher teams to beat in when it comes to when they're at home, and Real Madrid is going to be finishing first, obviously. So yeah, now let's go to the next group. Okay, so now let's go to Group E. So let's try to make it on screen. Hopefully I get that right. Hopefully, or is it the other way? I don't know, but hopefully I get that right on screen. So yeah. So let's see who's in Group E. So in Group E there is Barcelona, Bayern, Benfica, and Dynamo Kyiv. We all know how this is going to play out. So basically this is going to be straightforward. Dynamo Kyiv, fourth. They have the fourth squad. Then it's going to be Benfica. They're going to be finishing third. They can beat Dynamo Kyiv and probably find a way to draw against Bayern or against Barca. One of these two at home. But when it comes to the away game, they cannot hold a single fucking candle in that. They cannot hold a candle in the Allianz Arena or in the Camp Nou to find a victory there. Then it's going to be Barca second, obviously. Now, I think they're going to be struggling when it comes to the away games since they lost Messi. But still, they're going to be finishing second because at home they're probably going to be one of the better teams. And then Bayern is going to be finishing first because we all know Bayern is going to have to finish first. Obviously, they have the best squad in this whole entire group. And obviously, I think that it's pretty straightforward how this group is going to play out. So yeah, now let's go to the next group. Okay, guys, now let's go to Group F. Group F. Okay. So in Group F, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting group here. We have a rematch of the Europa League final between Man United and Villareal in this group. We have obviously Atlanta in this group and Young Boys. So it's a pretty interesting group. So Young Boys is going to be finishing fourth. I was about to say first, but it's fourth. We all know they have almost zero chance of finishing third, and never mind even getting one of the top two places. Then it's going to be third. It's going to be, I think it's going to have to be Villareal. Villareal, when it comes to playing in the Champions League, I think that they can win the Europa League. I'm given that. But when it comes to playing in the Champions League, they have zero candles to hold there. So obviously, they're going to be finishing third, and then Atlanta will finish second, and then Man United will finish first. Man United, if they want to impress me in the group stage with the current squad they have, now that they are about to have Cristiano Ronaldo, or Cristiano Ronaldo is already on the team, then we better be ready, because now that Cristiano Ronaldo is back at Man United, or about to be back, they're about to fucking blast through this group. Okay, they're about to fuck up the entire three teams of this group. So yeah, now let's go to the next group. Okay, so now let's go to Group. If I can make this right, Group G. So in Group G, there is Lille, RB Salzburg, Sevilla, and Wolfsburg. Another interesting group. One of these teams can probably make it to a quarterfinal run, maybe. So who will finish fourth? Lille will finish fourth. Lille. Don't get offended if you're a Lille fan, and if you guys say, "Oh, we just won League up." Come on, you have to put us higher. They have started the season off poorly. So yeah, so fourth Lille, RB Salzburg will be finishing third, and either one of these two will be finishing. I think Wolfsburg will be second, and then Sevilla will be first. So obviously, I think Wolfsburg can finish first in this group, but I think Sevilla have a little bit more talent. Sevilla has a. Let's see how Sevilla started their season off. So Sevilla are obviously third in La Liga. Third. Yes, you heard that right. Third in La Liga. And I think they're third in La Liga right now at the moment. So I think they are on a pretty good run now right here. Obviously, it's only the first two games of the season, but still, they're third in La Liga. So obviously, I think it's going to be Lille, or Salzburg, Wolfsburg, and Sevilla. So yeah, let's continue. And now it's time for the final group, which is going to be Group. Wait, let me try to make an H. This is probably the best H I can make. Okay, so Group H. I'm having a hard time saying things here. So it's going to be Chelsea, Juventus, Malmo, and Zenit. Okay, so Malmo is going to be finishing fourth. This is pretty much obvious. Zenit third. Where the fuck do Malmo play? I wanna know that shit. They play in the fuck is this league? Ausbekistan. What the fuck is this? Zenit obviously plays in Russia, so I'm not a noob. But obviously, Malmo 4th. We all know what's gonna happen to them. So then it's gonna be Zenit, which is gonna be 3rd. We all know why. And first is gonna be Chelsea, and then 2nd will be Juventus. Juventus still get to have the rights to have to see Cristiano Ronaldo walk onto their pitch every week, and still be in their locker room and still having to play for their team. If Cristiano stays, it's not going to make a difference. We all know why. Cristiano is not going to be able to carry this Juventus team anymore. He's getting old, people. He's getting old. He's getting up there in age. So obviously it's going to be Malmo, Zenit, Juventus, and then Chelsea. Okay. Now, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.